Croatia, Europe's hidden gem where time seems forgotten, along the Adriatic coast. If there is one country in Europe where, within just a few hours of travel, you can journey from ancient stone cities that have stood for centuries to untouched islands scattered across crystal-clear turquoise waters, that country is Croatia. Imagine standing atop an ancient city wall overlooking the Adriatic Sea. Before you, terracotta rooftops glow beneath the warm Mediterranean sun. In the distance, hundreds of islands emerge like scattered jewels across a vast expanse of deep blue water. But Croatia is more than just beautiful. It is a land that has witnessed the rise and fall of great civilizations: Roman, Byzantine, Venetian, and Austro-Hungarian. It is a place where ideas were born that helped shape the modern world. It is also a country where nature has created lakes that change color throughout the day, waterfalls that seem lifted from a fairy tale, and coastlines widely regarded as among the most spectacular in Europe. Yet, despite its extraordinary beauty, Croatia remains far less crowded than destinations like France, Italy, or Spain. It feels like a hidden treasure that the world is only beginning to discover. In today's journey, we will travel through UNESCO-listed national parks, explore medieval coastal towns, uncover islands that once served as secret military strongholds, and meet local communities that continue to preserve the timeless rhythms of traditional Mediterranean life. This is more than a travel documentary. It is an unforgettable journey through one of the most captivating destinations in modern Europe. Dubrovnik, where history still breathes beside the sea. Leaving behind the emerald waters of Plitvice, our journey continues southward along some of the most spectacular coastal roads in Croatia. Towering cliffs rise on one side. On the other, the endless blue of the Adriatic stretches toward the horizon. And then, almost like a mirage emerging from the sea, Dubrovnik appears. From a distance, the city resembles a stone kingdom rising directly from the water. Massive defensive walls embrace the old town, while thousands of terracotta rooftops glow beneath the warm Mediterranean sun. Yet, what makes Dubrovnik truly remarkable is not its magnificent appearance. It is the layers of time preserved within its streets. Passing through the ancient city gates feels like stepping into another era. You are not simply entering a city. You are walking into centuries of history. Stone-paved streets polished by countless footsteps. Small squares where merchants once traded with distant ports across the Mediterranean. Ancient walls that have witnessed wars, earthquakes, sieges, and periods of extraordinary prosperity. But Dubrovnik is far more than an open-air museum. It is a living city. In the early morning hours, before the crowds arrive, the city belongs to its residents. Cafes begin opening their doors. The aroma of freshly baked bread drifts through narrow alleyways. Elderly locals gather over strong coffee, sharing stories and conversation. Church bells echo softly through the peaceful streets. These simple daily moments reveal the true soul of Dubrovnik. The people of Croatia seem to view time differently. They work hard, yet they understand the value of slowing down and enjoying life. A meal can last for hours. A conversation can stretch across an entire afternoon. And when sitting beside the Adriatic Sea, there never seems to be any reason to rush. As evening approaches and the sun sinks toward the horizon, the city is transformed. Golden light washes over the ancient walls. The limestone buildings glow as if illuminated from within. The sea shimmers like a vast mirror reflecting the colors of the sky. It is in this moment that visitors understand why Dubrovnik is often considered one of Europe's most beautiful cities. Yet, the story of Croatia does not end behind these historic walls. To truly understand this country, we must venture beyond the shoreline, because the true spirit of Croatia lives out on the sea. The Kingdom of a Thousand Islands. Seen from above, Croatia's coastline resembles a vast labyrinth stretching across the Adriatic Sea. More than 1,000 islands and islets are scattered along its shores, forming one of the most beautiful and diverse archipelagos in Europe. What makes this coastline truly remarkable is that many of these islands have remained largely unchanged for centuries. There are no sprawling urban developments, no coastlines overwhelmed by concrete resorts. Instead, you'll find crystal-clear waters, secluded coves hidden beneath rugged cliffs, and ancient villages that continue to move at the rhythm of traditional island life. One of the most iconic destinations among these islands is Far. It is often celebrated for its luxury yachts, elegant harbor, and breathtaking scenery. Yet, beyond its glamorous reputation lies a way of life that is remarkably simple and authentic. As the first light of dawn touches the horizon, fishing boats begin leaving the harbor. Across the hillsides, vast lavender fields sway gently in the sea breeze. Local families continue to care for vineyards and olive groves passed down through generations, preserving traditions that have shaped the island for centuries. Life on Far moves at a slower pace, closely connected to the rhythms of nature. By afternoon, the island's stone squares become gathering places for local residents. Children play around centuries-old fountains. Neighbors sit beneath the shade of trees, sharing stories about the sea, the harvest season, and recent fishing trips. Here, time seems to be measured differently, not by clocks or schedules, but by the changing winds, the return of fishing boats to the harbor, and the long sunsets that slowly fade across the Adriatic horizon. This is a side of Croatia rarely seen on postcards, a more authentic Croatia. A place where the traditional Mediterranean way of life continues to thrive well into the 21st century. And perhaps that is why so many travelers return again and again. They come back not only for the beauty, but to rediscover a sense of peace that much of the modern world has slowly forgotten. there is something many travelers quickly notice when exploring Croatia. Here, nature exists not outside everyday life, but at its very heart. While much of the modern world has become increasingly dominated by concrete landscapes and fast-paced living, Croatia has managed to preserve a deep and enduring connection between people, the land, the forests, and the sea. From the historic streets of Split to the small fishing villages tucked along the Adriatic coastline, daily life continues to follow rhythms shaped by nature for centuries. Mornings begin with fishing boats returning to harbor. Local markets gradually come alive with produce harvested only hours before. Sun-ripened tomatoes grown beneath the Mediterranean sky. Olive oil pressed from centuries-old olive trees. Traditional cheeses crafted from sheep's milk on remote rocky islands. And baskets of freshly caught seafood still carrying the scent of the sea. What makes Croatia particularly fascinating is that its people rarely feel the need to complicate their cuisine. They believe that the finest ingredients require the least interference. A simple meal of grilled fish, fresh vegetables, locally produced olive oil, and a glass of regional wine can often create a more memorable experience than the most luxurious restaurant. Perhaps this is one reason why many of Croatia's coastal communities are known for their healthy lifestyles and are among the longest living populations in Europe. But to truly understand why Croatians hold such deep respect for nature, we must continue our journey to one of the country's most celebrated natural wonders. That place is Krka National Park. If Plitvice feels like stepping into a colorful fairy tale, Krka offers an entirely different experience. Wilder, more powerful, and intensely alive. From the moment you arrive, you quickly realize that sound is what defines the experience. Not the noise of traffic, not the voices of crowds, but the sound of water. Water cascading endlessly over ancient waterfalls, echoing through the landscape as it has for thousands of years. Birdsong drifting from the dense green forests. The wind whispering through riverside trees. Together, these sounds create a symphony of nature that no orchestra could ever reproduce. The Krka River has been quietly shaping this landscape for millions of years. Its waters have continuously carved through limestone, creating natural terraces, crystal-clear pools, and a spectacular network of waterfalls that stretch throughout the park. Every section of the river reveals a different character. In some places, the water is calm and reflective like glass. In others, it rushes with tremendous force, exploding into clouds of white spray. Yet Krka's beauty extends far beyond its famous waterfalls. Hidden within this breathtaking scenery is an extraordinarily rich ecosystem. Hundreds of plant species thrive along the riverbanks. Rare birds use the area as an important stopover during their migrations across Europe. Native fish species continue to inhabit waters that have remained remarkably untouched for generations. Krka is more than just a national park. It stands as one of the clearest examples of Croatia's commitment to protecting its natural heritage. In a world that grows increasingly noisy and fast-paced, Krka offers something that has become increasingly rare. A chance to step away from the pressures of modern life, to listen to nature, to slow down, and to be reminded that humanity has always been a part of the natural world, never separate from it. Croatia is a place where centuries-old cities continue to thrive with life every single day. A place where fishermen still sail the same waters their ancestors depended on for generations. A place where ancient forests, cascading waterfalls, and untouched islands are preserved as national treasures. In a world that seems to move faster with each passing year, Croatia reminds us that there are still places where time flows a little more slowly. Places where beauty is not defined by luxury or spectacle, but by traditions, landscapes, and values that have been carefully preserved through the centuries. Perhaps that is why those who visit Croatia rarely leave with only photographs. They leave with memories, with emotions, and with a piece of the Adriatic spirit carried home with them. If one day you find yourself searching for a different kind of journey, a place where you can explore ancient history, immerse yourself in unspoiled nature, experience the richness of Mediterranean culture, and meet people whose warmth reflects the character of their homeland, then Croatia undoubtedly deserves a place on your travel bucket list. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Croatia. If you enjoy travel documentaries that explore extraordinary destinations, unique cultures, and fascinating stories from around the world, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our future adventures. And before you go, let us know in the comments, which place in Croatia would you most like to visit? Who knows, our next journey might take us exactly where you choose. Until next time, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.